Hi Libra, it's Denise with Divine Soul Astrology. Today we're discussing the Scorpio new moon. It happens on November the 19th at 10:47 p.m. here in the States, and check for the time in your area. Yeah, and so let's see what we have here, Libra. And for you guys, the new moon is going to be in your second house. So I have your chart pulled up right here. I have the Scorpio new moon chart pulled up, and where are you? You're right here. So the new moon is actually in your second house, and your second house is about your money, your finances. It's also about your approach to money, your relationship to money, your self-esteem that is connected to your possessions or your level of financial stability. Yeah, that really affects us, right? When we are doing well financially or not, right? So it has to do with your relationship, your attitude toward money as well. So the second house also, yeah, this is, it's also about your values and what's really important to you, right? Your resources, your inner resources that you can tap into when you need them. So here we have your inner resources and also financial resources, things like that. So your natal Venus, Libra, is right here and it's in Scorpio. And so this new moon it's a bit of a big deal for you, right? When we have the ruler of the new moon is Mars or Pluto, however you want, right? Mars is the ancient ruler for Scorpio, and Pluto is the more modern day, but Pluto is more for the collective. So we just say both, right? Pluto stays in a sign for so long, it affects generations. That's why it's a little, it's less personal, right? But when we have Venus, your natal Venus in Scorpio, in that second house, it's a big deal. So Venus is about your money. Your money could be improving right now, could be. And your money can change. Your relationship to money can change, right? And so, Venus and Scorpio can help you to transform your finances, your relationships, and any legal issues you have potentially, right? Venus is about, it can be about court matters, right? Because it rules both, Libra rules your sign, and where the money comes in would be Taurus, right? So Venus is the ruler for both Libra and Taurus. And also, you could really, it's possible you can receive an inheritance right here. Scorpio is about shared resources as well. It's also it's a money sign, as Venus can be a money sign. So money could be kind of changing for you here. And you could be seeing yourself differently in a relationship when we have Venus and Scorpio. You could, your approach to it, kind of how you value yourself in a relationship can change as well. All right. Any type of relationship can change when we have Venus and Scorpio for sure. Business, romantic, any type of relationship, right? And Scorpio is also about the depth and intensity. There could be a very intense relationship for you here. There could be intense financial matters going on. That's a possibility here. And also, you might be healing. You have Black Moon Lilith here in the second house in Scorpio. Black Moon Lilith is associated with Scorpio. So when it's in Scorpio, that's, it's a little bit more affirming, if you will, right? So we have Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio in your second house. A partner or you possibly could be healing or working on their shadow side, right? You don't have to be necessarily even, maybe working on it or a partner. It could be that somebody's kind of healing and coming into their higher self, right? Or the shadow work has a lot to do with addictions and it can have to do with past wounds and how we process them and things like that. But the shadow is definitely your lower side. Somebody's healing from that or getting over it, it seems like, right? And it definitely could be you. When I say somebody, Venus can be about partners. So this is why that's why I'm mentioning partners here, right? All right. So whatever it is, Libra, you're identifying it and you're seeing it. The veil is lifted. And in Scorpio, the veil is lifted. Yeah, it is. You're able to see see things that you might not have seen before. And we also have Mercury in here, the planet of the mind and information processing. This is the intelligence, right? And it is in the psychic sign of Scorpio. So, Mercury in Scorpio is really lifting the veil. It's seeing both from an intellectual point of view and a very psychic point of view, or it is seeing your psychic energy or your intuitive energy. In other words, you're able to understand something at an intuitive level where possibly before you are not, right? And so the new moon, maybe you are practicing that, right? You could, and so when we have Mercury here in Scorpio, maybe you are, practicing the occult or astrology, right? Even watching this video is a very kind of Mercury and in Scorpio energy. Maybe you are, doing tarot or any type of kind of divination, right? Scorpio is about the occult. It's about what is hidden from us and what is unknown to us, basically. Um, and it is, as I said, lifting the veil, and this could be in various forms, right? All right. And so here is Mercury here, and it is conjunct with the sun and the moon. And so I was just talking about Mercury here, but Mercury it's at 28 degrees along with the sun and the moon. This is a perfect conjunction. So this is supporting you in some manner, right? And it may have to do with the job. It possibly can. This can be about your willpower here, Libra, and your willpower is increasing. It has to do, connected to the second house, your house of self-esteem, your willpower, right? And maybe also the second house is about the money you earn, so it can be connected to a job as well. And so Scorpio is about the truth, Libra. And Scorpio wants you to know the truth. Yes, it does. It's also about lies. And every sign has a higher and a lower manifestation, if you will, or, I would say qualities, higher qualities as opposed to pitfalls, right? Every sign has that. And so Scorpio can be about the lies, right? Because it is about sometimes what is being hidden to us, right? Sometimes in our own psyche and sometimes in the physical world where people have secrets, right? And there can be a secret lover here for you when Venus is in Scorpio, for sure. Um, yeah, and you could be learning about your relationships here, Mercury in learning about your own relationships and learning about how you value yourself, right? And that I mentioned that a little bit earlier. All right. So a relationship could be hidden, or there could be some aspect of a relationship that is hidden. And as I was saying, maybe a secret or things that are kept hush hush sometimes, right there. Um, Yeah, and it's a good time to transform a relationship, Libra, your attitude toward money or relationships as well. You could want a new job here. You might, and Venus is sextiling the South Node. And what is the South Node? It is right here. The sextile is the little asterisk. And a sextile is an opportunity. It can be an event, but it's only an event if you partake, basically. So when I say opportunity, not all of us are not all of us will accept the opportunity or move into it or, because of circumstances in our lives. So excuse me, the sextile here with the South Node, you're leaving things behind that are of the past, clearly, because Virgo is in your 12th house of endings. This is the unconscious mind as well, the 12th house. So here you are purging things of the past. They may have to do with family as well. They could. The South Node can be about family. It's in Virgo, so whatever you are purging here is um, most likely that we are seeing it's a more intelligent way to do things as well. This could be leaving behind anything, though. It could be because your South Node is what you are supposed to learn from and move away from. It's connected to past lives as well. And it can be the past in this incarnation, in life, in our lives right now. But there is a sextile there for you. So let's look at that. And the insight you're gaining helps you to leave out what no longer works, right? Because here it is in Scorpio, which is, as I said, your intuitive ability, basically. And so this can be about friendships, or any type of relationship. You could be maybe just leaving behind attitudes toward them. Doesn't have to be, usually this is, but about your attitude, your approach. You're leaving behind these attitudes that don't work for you, right? And this can be, as I said, friendships. You also have, or any type of relationship, really. This could be also, too, about your money. That's a possibility here. And yeah, that is definitely a possibility. And so here you have Mercury, and that is opposing Uranus. And here it is, and here's the opposition. So, Uranus is in your it's in your eighth house, and the eighth house, oh yes, exactly. It is opposite the second house all the time, every day, all day long, and twice on Sunday, right? These are opposite signs, and that means that this Taurus Scorpio axis is, having, that is how it is kind of affecting you, this opposition. So the opposition pushes you to make a decision. It's a challenging aspect. And Uranus is challenging in itself. So Uranus is in Taurus. This is also another money sign. It's also about relationships. This is Venus rules this house as well because, and you, Libra, because you both share a Venus as a rulership. It's like a dual rulership here. So Uranus here showing up in your eighth house of intimate relationships and money, transformation, and the house too of psychic ability, the house of things that are unseen, right, that have been hidden, the occult, and also inheritances, that kind of money, bonuses, commissions here. But here you're learning something about money, or you're feeling challenged here, and you're creating change for yourself. So you're some type of a decision that that you could be making here. Um, it can be about your financial goals. It can be about relationships. And this can also be here that you're feeling challenged here to maybe approach something, possibly with a higher mind. Because the second house is about your self-worth. And here the eighth house is the opposite, is in Taurus. And this is again about your self-worth, right? The second house is the natural ruler of where the moon is, and here it is opposing the natural ruler of the second house here. So this is what I mean about money and our relationship to money, relationships, because this is Venus over here. But there's some type of, you're seeing something here because we have Mercury making that. Mercury is the planet of the mind. Mercury is knowing. Mercury is your intelligence, your wit, right? And it can be about decisions you're making, definitely. And here it is opposing Uranus. So Uranus in your eighth house, as I said, there could be something that feels like unstable here, or maybe just challenging, and maybe you want to free yourself from it as well. Uranus in Taurus, right? There could be, it's possible um, that somebody is stubborn. That's a possibility here, but a relationship, somebody in a relationship. This can also be here that Uranus in the eighth house is about change and your money as well. But I feel like something is challenging you here and you're going to let it go. And it could be related to this south node here where you're letting something go right here, right? Yeah. And so, yeah. And so the beautiful trine for you, Libra, and it is a water trine for the most part. Yeah, it is, because we have these trines in Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So, and this is happening these are happening let's have a look at that here in your sixth house, I believe. Yeah, in your sixth house of daily work. This is your daily, not really necessarily daily work, but your lifestyle, your daily routines, how you approach your life. And this is the house where everything functions, your work, your health, and your lifestyle. It can be about pets as well, it can. And so, but you have this trine here to the sixth house from your second house. Um, and it looks like there's some type of grounding going on for you, right? Yeah, and so that trine here from the trine is coming from Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon. All they're trining this sixth house of work. It's also, it's in Pisces as well. So maybe you are surrendering to something. Pisces is about surrendering. It doesn't mean giving up on anything. It never means that. No, it means surrendering to the divine and that your dreams can come true. Things like that. And all is well and trusting, right? Trusting in the universe. And so we have it to that sixth house. Maybe you're trusting in something here. You could be. Um, and so Jupiter is in your house of career. Here's Jupiter in the 10th house of career. This is also your house of how other people see you in the world, like how they kind of classify you, right? It can be your social status. You are married or divorced, right? You just got your college degree, or, you've taken on some type of great job, something like that, retiring. These are all examples, right, of social status, retiring. Even becoming a grandparent, I believe, can be like a social status, right? Having a child for sure. But here, the Jupiter is supporting all that. Jupiter is supporting your social status, your career, if it is not social status, your career, your long-term goals. Jupiter here will help you all year in that area. With those 10th house themes, Libra will help you all year until June 30th of next year. So Jupiter is the great benefic. So very good for you. It's also in Cancer, so maybe family is like improving, or family matters. This can be about your home. Maybe you want to move here as well. Sometimes Cancer is about not only the home and the family, but where you live as well. And Jupiter in Cancer, this can really support your emotions. So your emotions and how you approach your life, right? Um, yeah. And so kind of what really makes you feel safe and things like that. That's what Cancer is about. Cancer is about what makes us feel safe in the world, the decisions we make, the choices we make, um, right? The ideas we have that, we choose those because based on a feeling of emotional security, right? And that is the moon. That is what the moon is over here. Um, and that is the moon, right? Yeah, definitely. All right. So Mercury in Scorpio, yeah, is letting you see also where your efforts are rewarded, right? With your money, your self-esteem, your financial stability, it can be your relationships because the second house, Venus is here, and the second house is, connected to Venus here. So Mercury's letting you see that. Um, yeah, and so there's an opportunity. Oh yeah, I mentioned that for you to let something go. And also regarding your lifestyle, possibly here, when we have the South Node, I think I mentioned this, the South Node over here in your 12th house of endings. Yeah. And so, and you could be letting go of people who don't value you, Libra. That could be the case, or you feel like they're just maybe not aligned with you or they don't value. And you're taking your power back, though. Venus in the second house in Scorpio, you're taking your power back here. That's what you're doing. And Venus is also trining the North Node. We talked about the North Node, not the North Node, but we talked about the sixth house of, work and health, wellness, and also, um, excuse me, daily lifestyle, or, or your lifestyle, your daily routine, right? And so, the North Node is here. So in that sixth house for you. So you right now, the North Node is like supporting your work, your health, and your lifestyle here, especially with the trine, right? So the North Node is where we want to go. It is our higher manifestation, our true potential, right? Our best self, our fate and destiny. That's what the North Node is. And it is wholeness. That's really what it is. And a major spiritual awareness. It can be about other people too that we align with. But here, there's something good going on here for you with this trine, right? The trine is also to Neptune, and it is to Neptune here, and it is to Saturn, right? So this can support your work here. It can, and with Saturn can support your career, and also here with Neptune, this is your visions, right? And Saturn is helping you to be serious here about your lifestyle, or your work, or committed, right? And so, but here with Venus and Saturn, that is supporting your dreams, right? Supporting your dreams regarding work and your wellness, right? Your daily lifestyle definitely could be here. All right. And so this is in your, yeah, I mentioned that this is in that house, and there's something big here. There's something that is changing for you for the best, Libra. All right. And so I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it is. And 4,000 watch hours. You guys rock, and I'll see you in the next video.